Good evening. It's Sunday night. Go. Trying to get my iPad up here. There we are. Oh, and I cannot stand this light in my face. It's driving me nuts. Oh well. Good evening. This is Card Creating with Jean. My name is Jean Ducro, and I live in McFarland, Wisconsin, and I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator. Hi Nancy, how are you? I hope the weather is nice where you are at. It's a little cool and breezy here. I don't think it got up to, maybe it got up to 60, I don't know. I don't think so. It was cold out when I went out, and I came downstairs to do my live, and I realized I didn't have my reading glasses, and I ran back upstairs, and my husband was walking towards the bedroom. I said, "You're going to bed already?" He says, "No, I need to warm up." I said, "No, you're going to bed." Hi, Lori. Welcome. But in my search for my reading glasses, I could not find them. And I'm really disgusted because I'm afraid I might have left them at the camp I was at for my retreat this weekend. I didn't need them since I had gotten home late yesterday afternoon, and I don't know, I went through my work bag and I went through my suitcase that I had unloaded, and I can't find those glasses anywhere, and I did use them several times. So I might have to call the camp, and hopefully I don't have to make a trip back up there to get them if they have them. So I'm hoping after my live tonight I can go upstairs and find them, because I really need them. There's such a tiny little area in these glasses that are for reading, and I really work hard. My poor eyes get so tired when I'm doing close-up work, and you know, when you're making cards, sometimes there's a lot of close-up work that you do. So anyway, but I've had a great weekend at the retreat and learned a lot, and it was good to touch base with everybody that I knew. So I hope you have enjoyed your weekend. Low 80s, Nancy, you've got to be kidding me. I wish. Of course, in Wisconsin, when you get low 80s or 80s and above, it's usually pretty humid. Sometimes it's not, but a lot of times we get humidity, so that's not so fun either, because then it makes it feel much warmer. But anyway, tonight we are going to use the Outdoor Adventure, which is a brand new set that's going to be coming out, I think, November 4th. And Banner Sayings, which is a set of all sentiments that can be used with the punch that has the little banners in them. And we are going to use both of these sets tonight for the 2 cards that we're going to make. So I am ready to flip the camera down, and we will get started. And there are our 2 sets that we're going to use tonight. Yeah, I knew that was going to slip down when I screwed it in a little bit. Try that. Now a little bit, but it's okay. I think that will be fine. And if it's not close enough, let me know if you can, please. So this set comes with dies, and there is the elk or deer, the fox, the cutout for some trees, and then these cool footstep dies, which are actually a two sets die. So you get just the, what would be the underside of your shoe that's got all the, what do they call that, lugs on it? I don't know. Or you can do just the cutout if you wanted to. And I love that it is an actual set of feet, that they're not both going the same direction. And then you've got the little signs here that go with this. And then there's also a mountainous die that we are going to use on our second card, and I've got it set out because we're going to actually die cut that. Now I'm going to show you that. So You see, we're going to use the I Can't Thank You Enough and Thanks a Million on our second card. This one I may put the Happy Birthday on, but we are going to use the Let's Explore the Great Outdoors on this first card that we're making. I just wondered if I should put Happy Birthday underneath it. You'll see when we get to the sentiment. So when you are able to see the new online exclusives, this set shows one card, and I thought it would be fun to do the card that they show as the example with the stamp set. So I'm starting with a standard size base in the white, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then we have another piece of white that is 4 by 5 1/4 that's going to go on top. And then a piece of petal pink that is 1 1/4 by 4. And that is going to be put on here. And we are going to use Cajun Craze and Lost Lagoon ink with this. So we can actually start by stamping our sentiment on here. And where did I put them? All right here. So we're going to put the Let's Explore. I think, yeah, let me just grab a piece of scrap paper here. I don't know if I haven't used this one yet, and I want to make sure that it's going to give me a good image. Oh, it is definitely going to give me a good image. Okay, we're going to try to center this somewhat. Hopefully that's not too crooked. The L is a little lacking. Hang on a second. We're going to try to restamp that L. I'm just going to wash off the ink here, and we're just going to, if this doesn't work, I'll just flip it over. I got to get my head in the way. I'm so sorry. See how successful I was. Yeah. Let's try it on the other side and see if we get a better image. That looks like it might be better. The ink was not on that as well that first go round on the L. Sometimes those long, big sentiments are a little hard to get to stamp well. Okay, so we're going to actually start building on this smaller piece that's 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm just going to lay this on here as our, just for sizing purposes. And I have both the fox and the elk or deer that's going to go on here. And actually I'm going to go ahead and stamp them while we got this, while we're working here. Come here. Hoping, I always am a little leery about stamping onto a die cut, especially one that has more. We'll see how it goes. If it doesn't work, then we'll just go ahead and put it on a sheet of white and I'll die cut it. And this gives the imprint of, like, I don't know, like no newspaper print. It's pixelated, if you can see that. And that's the way this set is. That turned out quite fine. Oh, hello. We got a few more people that have joined us. Hi, Shar. Hi, Pam. Hi, Carrie. Thank you all for joining. And for those of you that have shared, I thank you so very much. All right, let's get our box out here. And we're going to do him in the same color because that's the way it was on the... I gotta move this aside just a little bit. Because I don't have it on my block straight. And as you can see, it has a little area there, just as it does on here, that's going to be lighter. So it gives that shading. Okay. We've got that done, and I think I don't need that anymore. Okay. I cut out some of these little footprints because this is going to be on here as well. I think they're fun. We're gonna just got a brand new bottle of glue here, so you know how that is. There's just a little bit of a space up here that you can put a bit of glue, and then in here, that's the only thing that I'm gluing. Ooh, makes him look like he's pigeon-toed there. There, that was better. Oh. And then we're going to put two more up above. Let's see. This is the outside one. Grabbed the wrong one. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Stuck to my finger. That wasn't so good. There. Stay. Alright. So now these guys are going to go right in here. And we're going to pop these up. Let's see. Get my dimensionals out. This must be a day for losing things. I thought I was going to change this up just a wee bit and stamp the sentiment over to the side and put some of the twine around it. Do you suppose I could find it? I know I've got at least a whole roll of it, and it was not to be found. Okay, hopefully that is straight. That looks pretty good. We're popping these guys up as well. Just gonna kind of put his ear. Oh, come on. So what's on there, and I feel really out of practice here doing a live because it seems like it's been forever since I've done one with you. Okay, so that's ready to actually put on the front here. I like the color combination. Wasn't sure if how I was going to like it, but I do like it. Put that out a little bit so we don't get a... And again, this piece was a 4" by 5 1/4 we're putting on here, just to give it a little border. Okay, so the inside, I thought, okay, where did I go with the inside stuff? Here it is. We would just use the 3 by 4 1/4, and we will mat it with a piece of the petal pink. And we are going to put the great outdoors. So let's explore the great outdoors. And I just thought, well, I think maybe it needs to be like a birthday card or something, because I was trying to think of how I wouldn't send a card that would just say that on it. So I thought we would just, this is not going to stamp either. I can see that already. Oh, actually it was okay. I didn't think it looked like it was. I usually like to rub that little bit of coating that's on there off. Okay, let's try that again. This would be great for a scrapbooking page, for putting photos with it. And then I grabbed the little happy birthday, and I just think we're just going to stick that down underneath. For somebody that likes the outdoors, I think this would be an awesome birthday card. Just like so. Alright, let me get this out of the way, and then we'll put this on the inside. It's been ages since I've used Cajun Craze. I bet you it's been over a year. I probably used it in the fall last year. I don't remember using it since then. Such a good fall color. But it's a great outdoor color. Oops. Oh boy, do I miss my reading glasses. There. And hang on a second. I'm going to see if I can try to get the ink off my hands that when I rubbed that stamp. Okay. And then we've got these really nice embellishments called Earthy Matte Dots, which have the colors that are used most frequently for this set. So you've got the Lost Lagoon, and that is, again, the Cajun Craze, Pecan Pie, and Early Espresso. So I think, maybe some Cajun Craze. And we'll just do, I'm going to put, and Don't put another one of those on. Come on. Ugh, now you're stuck on my finger. Eee. Well, we need one more, so it's an odd number. Put one up there. I had a blank space there. Okay, so this is card number 1. I mean, there's many things you could do with this. You could add some ink around the outside edge here of this layer. You could add some ink brushed around the outside edge of that. If you wanted to take another color, or even just some petal pink and brush behind it to give it a little accent, that would work well too. Lots of things you could do with this one. But this is a nice, I think, nice card for a guy or somebody that really loves the outdoors. Okay, our next card is going to have the paper piecing, so it's going to take us a bit more. Yeah, I love the footprints too. And I think that I probably love that die in that set the most. Pretty cool. But I was pleased with the way these guys stamped so nicely onto the dies as well. Okay, our next one we are going to be using Balmy Blue, Old Olive, Smoky Slate, and Mossy Meadow. Let's do it like this. And get out our little mountains right there. And here's our Thanks a Million. And, oh, I'm missing one of my... I think I'm missing one of them. Get my sample out here. Yes. I must have put it back. That's the happy face. Oops, sorry. Oh, the embellishments were sticking to the stamps. Thanks a Million. It must be in here. Yes, it's right here. I like these stamps. They're small, so they fit and don't cover up so much of your scenery or your design on the front of the card. Or, oh, let's get that on there a little bit better than that, Jean. Okay. All right, this one we are starting out with Basic Beige as our base. Let's set this up here. And it's a standard size card, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I think I've got, no, I don't have it lined up just so. Don't seem like I can get one side, always has to be off just a smidge. Okay. And then we have a piece of cardstock that is, I'm thinking it's 4 by 5 1/4 that's going to go on top. And then another piece that's going to go on top. And this is the one that we're going to do our mountains on across here. But first I think we are going to do a little, grab this. I'm going to take our Balmy Blue and we're going to do a little bit of a sky across here. And you know, when I do it, I don't like to do it all together. So it's not a solid. Let's get some more ink on that. So it looks like it's a cloudy sky, is what I'm getting at. Come on. We're not going all the way down, but we're going to go just a little bit further. So can you see the gist of the unevenness there, that you've got the little bit of clouds billowing in there with the blue sky? Okay, that's about it for that. If we have to add more, we will. All right, let's do our mountains. So I just grabbed a piece. This is going to be 4 again, and it's by 4 by 4. And we're going to take off some of this on the top because we're going to do this kind of mountain stretch here. This is for the inside. Bring this over because we have to do it more than once to get that mountainous. Oh, got some left behinds here from the shoes. Okay. Bring it down so it gives you some of the details of the mountains. I'm just going to have to turn this. I want to go too far over it because I don't want to lose the details. There, that worked out well. Okay. So now we're going to add a little color to this. In the smoky slate. And I want to go right along the mountains here so they I gotta come down a little bit further. Okay, we may come back to that and add more to it. What I want to do is, let me see, I am missing my critter. There he is. Okay. We are going to add some trees on here. And you get the one tree stamp. So I'm going to do the darker trees on the outside and then the lighter in the old olive. So this is Mossy Meadow that I'm using here right now. And I just want to bring this off the paper a little bit. Like so. And our old olive with the same stamp. And I'm going to stamp in the center first. See how that goes. And then one on each side. Like so. Nice stand of trees. Okay. Now we can go back and add a little more of the smoky slate. Get that down in between here. There. Okay. Oh, and I'm making a mess down here, aren't I? But you know what? I don't think that's going to matter. Next, we are going to add some, let's see, basic beige. Guess I didn't pull that one. We're going to add that down here for our first color. I love creating scenes like this. And then we're going to add some pecan pie. Oops, wrong direction, Jean. And then I'm going to take, this is the 100, so it's that dark brown in the 100. And I'm going to take our piece of, let's see, I guess I'm going to take another sheet. I'm going to add this over the top. And we're going to splatter on this lower section. Get some of that dark brown in there. Come on. There we go. Got more down at one end than I do at the other end. Just to give it kind of a gravelly, sandy look. And I know you're, whoops, I know you're not going to probably be able to see that. I'll lift it up here. I don't know if you can see that or not. You can see it probably better down in this area. And then I have one of the elk that I went ahead and stamped. Where did I stamp that one in? I want to say that was pecan pie. It sure doesn't look like it there, does it? And I know it was not, it had to have been pecan pie. I didn't use early espresso. That would have been too dark. But before I do that, I would like to see if we can add a little bit. I'll take the light pecan. Try to add just a little bit of shading down here at the base of the trees. I hope you guys give doing something like this a try once. We'll put a little of the light old olive in here as well. Just kind of mix it together. Okay. Now, well, let's see. I was thinking of putting it down here, but because we have that, oops, maybe I will just add it. It looks better down here, doesn't it? Well, maybe we go with the fox instead, because he's going the other direction. He's going this way. And he would look better there, I think. What do you guys think? Hi, Rhonda. Just got home from work. Well, perfect timing. I am going to put this on here, and we're going to cut him out so that we can do a comparison. If you want, I had thought about putting a couple of trees in. Where do I have those? I had some cut out here. Ugh, where'd they go? But I just didn't like the looks of them cut out, and I tried taking, just to bring one out closer. I didn't like the edging around there. It would have to be completely cut out in order for me to like that. All right, let's get this cut out. And see what you guys think. Oh my goodness. I have such a hard time with this. It's a little bit higher than what it should be. Or I'm sitting lower. So it's hard to get them lined up. Okay. So we can do this guy like so. I almost think I like him better. And that is Cajun Craze. What do you think? Which in the lower right, Nancy? This guy, right? Yes, I know. I was trying to cover my oops there. That's all. But we have let's see. I could put him in the lower right, and then let's see, which one did I use? I used this one on the top. Cut this out. Well, that didn't want to come out right either. I'm telling you, I'm having a day. Okay, let's stamp that with our I can't thank you enough. And we'll lay it together with the background. Oh, I gotta get this down on the black. I can't see where it started and where it ended there. Sorry. Especially if my head is in the way. There. Okay. Let's see. All right. Let's dry fit this. No, that's the inside, Jean. This is the outside. My sample, I put this up here. Could go down here, I guess. What do you think? Do you like the elk, or would you rather have the fox? Whatever I prefer. Oh, you guys. Okay, Nancy, you said the elk. Okay. Well, we are going to pop him up. Here. Can't get a hold of my dimensionals. And I do want you to know that I didn't like the way it looked when I die cut it, so I did trim it down just a little bit further. But that's me. We will go ahead and glue this on. Oh no, I didn't. I put dimensionals on it, I think. Actually, I didn't, but I think I want to. Let's try the dimensionals on it. This will work. I won't be doubling up on them. I can put one right in the center. Come on. For Pete's sakes. Maybe I can see now why I didn't do it that way. There. Okay. Now we'll glue this part on to the base. Okay, so on top or on bottom? That's your next choice to make. While you're working on that, I'm going to stamp the inside sentiment. Thanks a million. And I'm going to put that down just a little bit. I love the font on that. It's cool. And then I got a couple of these guys that I already cut out. This is the inside sentiment. And I thought we'd put, this is crumb cake, a little crumb cake arrow. And I'm going to close this up so I don't make a bigger mess out of this than I already did. Okay. Love these little feeties. They would work well with that double stick tape. Oh, Gene, that's the wrong foot. This is the next one. That would have been confusing. Oh, yes. We're going to put one more tree on here. Tree, here it is. If you want to put a little something underneath it, you can do that. Or brown, whatever. Back in there. All right. I like this for a thank you note. Okay, so we've got two bottoms, a top, in either place. We will put it down here at the bottom, and since it already has a dimensional there, I won't pop that up. All right. And where did my, oh, here they are. All right, let's see. Oh, we don't look bad up there. I think we're just going to put 3 of them up there. See if that's straight. That one's, oh, there we go. And there you have it. Here's the one I made for the sample. Now I have an extra fox I can use for another one. Okay, and then this was the first one that we made. Oh, I'm glad you like them. Thanks, Carrie. Yeah, those are fun. I know this took a little bit extra time, but, you know, if you... Let's see, how could you do that? You could layer this in and cut it out using the smoky slate. And then just brushing a little smoky slate on, and then you could cut out these individually if you wanted to add them on top. It's just, I didn't like the edging around the edge. When it's white against white, it's not a problem, but I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to make it too realistic. I don't know. Guess that's my problem. So, let's do our drawing for tonight. Put these in our my little hidey hole down here for our next drawing on Tuesday night. So these are our 2 cuties that we made using that Darling Bear pattern. That's supposed to be a Valentine Kisses, I think it was called. And this is the one that is a fun fold that comes up. And this one just opens. This one also has the cinnamon up above. Oops. All right. So we have 6 people to choose from. It's Charlton. Oh. So Char, you get the choice tonight. Of which one of these 2 cards you would like to have. And I will send them to you. Yep, congratulations, Char. So just a reminder that if you're watching this for the first time, please like and follow so that you know when I'm going to be doing videos again. If you're watching this on YouTube, give me a thumbs up. And if you would like to subscribe, you can click the bell, and that will let you know when I put on another video. I always post the videos from Facebook onto the YouTube site because YouTube is forever, and Facebook, I think, deletes them after 2 months. So if you're looking for a pattern from one of the cards that I have made, go to my YouTube page, which is Card Creating with Jean again, and you'll be able to find the pattern for whatever card you're wanting to duplicate. So anyway, Char must have stepped away. Maybe. So, other than that, I don't have any other announcements, I guess. I will probably think of something as soon as I get off. That's usually the case. I need to start remembering to write notes on what I need to tell you about, but I can't think of anything right now. I know they're doing something with kits coming up, but I think it's mostly for me, how many kits I sell within a certain period of time. So anyway, you guys are welcome. I'm so glad you tune in and watch my videos. It's fun. I enjoy creating. I have no idea what I'm going to do on Tuesday night. Oh, yes, I do. We're going back to Christmas. I don't have anything else that I can show you, really, I don't think, from the new stuff coming out. But we'll see. I have an idea for a kind of a cool card using... I had it floating around here on the desk. Where is it? It's not here. That's groovy. Where did I put it? I don't see it. Using the, let me turn around and look at my stamp sets I got. Ornamental Christmas, this set. And it won't be black, gold, and white. So, we'll have in color. So, I just thought of doing something with that again. Well, anyway, have a great night. Enjoy the beginning part of your week. I hope everything goes well. And I will see you on Tuesday night. So, bye-bye.